Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Solana. Wanted to do a full update. It's been, it's not been very long since I covered this, but it's been like 2-3 days. Some of you requested this, so I just wanted to give you my full thoughts on the current situation for Solana and what the possibilities are. I quickly wanted to change this to make it a little bit more clear. Yep, there we go. So that's what we're going to do. I quickly wanted to start off with some fundamentals. There's some interesting fundamentals I think you need to know about, and those can also help you with what you should expect from Solana itself and what the possibilities are, and then we'll focus more on the short-term price action. I mean, the last time I covered Solana, what I said before we get into the fundamentals, what I said is that, all right, well, we have actually broken several balances we made on the lower time frames over the course of the beginning of April and the end of March. So I do think this is a real reclaim, and we have reclaimed back into this range right here between 115 and let's say 165, bit conservative, but let's say 165. So that's good news. All right, that means that Solana is back into this range. But then the big question remains, and that is, well, can we actually expect us to get back up to the top of the range? Which the last time we saw that was the beginning of March, obviously with those headlines of a crypto reserve, and before that it's been a while. All right, it's the end of February was the last time we were there, and there it functioned as a short-term support. So that's a big question, and for that I think we need to look at the fundamentals, because the market of course is still very unstable, especially when we're talking about external factors. But if you look at Solana and you take a look at the fundamentals right here, right? So then you take a look at TVL. TVL is up slightly. That's moving up together with the price of Sol. And you take a look at DEX trading volumes. You can see DEX trading volumes have bottomed out relatively well with some sort of an average volume, I'd say, of $1.5 billion. Now, then I want to take you back to about a year ago when the price of Solana was bouncing between 115 and 165, up and down. And what you saw there, if you take a look at the DEX trading volumes again, so that was from June until like August. What you can see right there is that the volumes were very often much lower. All right, so what that means to me is that the fundamentals, at least for Solana, especially now that we have a higher chance to get an ETF accepted, are good enough to push us up to that price at 165. So it's definitely a possibility. Now we just have to judge, do we actually expect it from here, or do we expect some sort of a pullback? And I have to say, Solana right now is at this main resistance level at $135. We're losing some volume right here. Volume is still pretty decent, but we're losing something. So like I said at the start of the video, I do think we have formed a more bullish structure, and the market as a whole, taking a look at Bitcoin, looks quite good as well. But for Solana specifically, with all the imbalances we left to the downside here at 124 first, but then also at 116, 115, I would say it's most likely that we might stick around up here for a bit, but I do think we will fill those imbalances first before moving back up, and then having a chance to rally into the POC around 148, and then afterwards get some sort of a move into those 160s. Now, like I said, it is dependent on the fundamentals to a certain extent. If we see a massive stock market crash, then getting this move up is going to be very difficult to get. But under the current circumstances, under the current fundamentals, it is a possibility. All right, so this I'll keep you updated on, but this is what I expect short term. Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts on Solana. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.